Hello and welcome to the Morningstar Investment Conference in Milan. I'm Valerio Baselli and today I'm joined by Stephen Smit. He's Head of Sustainability at Morningstar. Hello Stephen, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
So it was March 2016 when Morningstar decided to launch its sustainability rating, also known as the Globe rating. There's an important news. The methodology behind this rating is changed. Why did we decide to do this update, and what investors need to know about this?
Yes, we decided to make this update because now we have more information, data and technology available to make some meaningful improvements to the rating. So the base is going to stay the same, but we're making some upgrades and enhancements. And basically it's 4 enhancements that we're going to make. Instead of taking one portfolio, we're taking portfolio of the last 12 months. Mm-hmm. So we're measuring more of the consistency of the sustainability performance of a manager. Next, we're taking a higher threshold. So we're measuring more assets in the portfolio. We need to have more assets,
right.
So we have a more meaningful reflection of the sustainability of the fund portfolio. So those two are the main improvements that we are going to make, together with making some larger peer groups. So there's more of a relation between the Globe performance and the actual underlying score of the fund.
Right. We know that sustainability is becoming an increasingly important criteria for mutual funds management and even in the selection of financial instruments. Why is it important to include ESG component in such activities?
I think it's important because of 2 reasons. The first being risk reduction and risk mitigation. Through traditional financial analysis, you cannot uncover every risk that is present in a company or in a portfolio.
Right.
For instance, fraud, pollution, privacy issues, these are covered specifically by ESG research, and they can have serious consequences when things go wrong for investors. So to identify these are very important. Secondly, investors increasingly want to feel good and not bad about their investments. So
sure.
the effect they have on the society, and we also measure the best companies in that respect, and how are they taking into account the wider society, the environment, social components and so on.
Okay, we know that in Europe in particular, flows towards sustainable passive funds are increasingly growing, and the assets as well. Do you believe that the future of sustainable investing lies in passive management?
I would say passive management and ESG is a good combination, and we see very strong growth in that area. But I would say that there's still a very important role for active management to play, because active management in ESG, they have more instruments they can use. Right. They can reduce the weighting of holdings, they can take out holdings altogether if they see that there's too much controversy with companies, that the ESG performance or the momentum is going down. Passive funds don't have these instruments to that extent, and they rely solely basically on engagement and voting. So there's certainly a place for active management and ESG.
Right. And finally, very concretely, how investors can use the Morningstar Sustainability Rating?
Well, it's a measure, it's a lens to look at your investments other than the traditional financial one. The sustainability is very important for risk reduction and also to feel better about your investment and your personal values. And the sustainability rating gives you a very good starting point to see which funds stand out from the others and are more sustainable, so you can use it for the fund selection, for composition of your portfolio and for review of your current holdings.
Right. Thanks a lot, Stephen. For Morningstar, Valerio Baselli. Thanks for watching.